morning. Thanks for joining us for another Wednesday Wonderings with Trailways Travel. I have with me our newest team member, Shello.
Hi, everyone.
So I'm very happy to introduce her to you, and you're going to be very happy she's on board as well. As I said, she's our newest tour coordinator, which means she helps plan all the great tours that you're going to be going on. So she's a quick learner, and thanks to that, we have some new tours that we're going to be able to share with you today. I do want to mention, though, in our last email on last Wednesday, we mentioned that we would be purchasing tickets at Circa 21 for White Christmas on this Friday, November 10th. Shella will be doing that. So if you've not yet made your reservation and would like to go, please give us a call so that she can make sure she has a seat available for you. Now, if it is after November 10th, then you should decide to go, or maybe you have a friend who'd like to join you. Give us a call. As long as they have availability and we're able, we're more than happy to take everyone along with us. So even though it's after the date, always give us a call because we might be able to
get you in, get you a seat.
Exactly. So, and as I said, we were getting her started right off on the right foot. When we were doing our Circa 21, we had the new schedule come out. So, Shello, you want to share with them what some of your first day trips are?
Yep. So we have 3 shows that we actually have reserved at Circa 21. One of them would be Grumpy Old Men, which will be April 5th of
Fabulous
2023.
show.
Yes, I love the movie. I'm sure they would do a really good job of getting this show going. So on May 24th, we also have Mamma Mia. And the day after Labor Day, September 6th, we have Escape to Margaritaville. So watch out for those shows. Once we have the brochures out, make sure to give us a call and we'll get you a seat reserved.
Right, which we actually just received those contracts. So give us a few days here before we'll have those brochures. All of these are our Wednesday matinees. Just wanted to throw in there, same as before, we'll travel up by motor coach, have the plated meal. We always include the dessert. So that is automatically added in, which does add more to the ticket price. But if you've had their desserts, it's more than worth it. So just so you know, the rest of it pretty much stays the same. So that's what those will be. Also, our spring tours. I know it's November. It's almost the holidays. Yes. Crazy. And it feels like we should have plenty of time before spring because of winter. But those spring tours are coming up. Final payments for many of those begin in February and in March. So some of those include our Southern Charms. That is set for March 24th through the 31st. Great areas. Charleston. I love going to Charleston. We'll be doing a lot there. Magnolia Plantation should be in full color and bloom. It is probably my most favorite garden place. You have to get there someday, Shallow.
Yep, I would have to see it for myself.
Yep, and from there we'll be stopping in Beaufort for a while. Great little quaint town right on the coastline there. We'll have lunch, do a little bit of touring. A lot of movies have been filmed actually in Beaufort. And from there we're heading on to Savannah. So we'll have some time in Savannah and do some touring there as well. And then on April 12th through the 15th, we'll be headed into southern Missouri for a Gardener's Dream. They have a huge Azalea and Dogwood Festival. And it's listed as one of the ABA's top 100, which you've recently learned is American Bus Association. And so great event in itself. But from there, we're also heading down to P. Allen Smith's Moss Mountain home in Arkansas. And he actually lives there. And if he is there that day, generally he will come out and talk with the folks, sign books, give a little lecture. But regardless, we are having a meal there with a lot of the food grown there in his gardens. You'll get full garden tours of the place. So it should be a great trip. On the way home, we're actually stopping at Baker's Heirloom Seeds, another great little hidden place that not too many people know about. And then we end with April 24th through May 4th. It's the Plantations of the Delta in New Orleans. I have fallen in love with New Orleans. I love the South, as everyone already knows. This one will be visiting plantations all the way from Mississippi on into Louisiana.
Sounds like a wonderful trip.
And it is. And I know as she's been reading through some of our itineraries, you've been traveling by paper.
Yes, it makes me want to go see it for myself. That's for sure.
And so that brings us on to other spring tours. And Shello, I'm going to let you tell them about what our new spring tours are, since they are newly accomplished, thanks to you.
So we have on March 20th through the 23rd, Sandhill Cranes in Omaha Zoo. So this is the largest sandhill cranes migration in the world.
Correct.
And it happens in Nebraska. So it's a must-see from what I have read, and definitely an experience for somebody to do. So.
Right. And we did take a group prior to COVID, and they all came back just raving over it, that it was such a wonderful experience. So
with that same tour, we would spend a day at the Omaha Zoo. A lot of people rave about going to Omaha Zoo, so that would be something to look forward
very,
to.
very true. Yep.
And then another one that's coming up is the Creation Museum and Ark Encounter. We've had a lot of calls, people asking of when we're going back to Kentucky. So we finally have this going.
Yep.
It will be in April 18th through the 21st of next year. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, again, it's phenomenal. It's one of these things that it's hard to imagine in your head until you actually see the huge size of that ark. It is at least a football field and a half long, if not bigger. Absolutely amazing. So, and then just to overview some of those that we previously announced just recently, our Door County and the Apostle Islands. Door County is always a hit. Very favorite place to go and visit. It's just a quaint, relaxing, nice little area. We've had lots of requests of the Apostle Islands, so decided that next year's the year. We're tossing it in so you can get both of those all in one tour. Those are good. That tour is going to be July 30th through August 5th. And then we have in October, the 9th through the 14th, we're heading out to the Smoky Mountains for a fall celebration. So there we're hitting Dollywood. And in Dollywood, they have their pumpkin illuminations. So they have sculptures of all sorts of pumpkins. They have, I think it's several thousand carved pumpkins all lit up, even through an area called Hoot Owl Holler.
That's a fun name.
It is. And then we have lots of things that you'll be doing. We're actually take a tour up through Smoky Mountain National Park so you can see all the fall foliage. But I think the part that everyone's excited about, the Biltmore.
Yes. Oh, I mean, I've seen pictures of it. I would like to experience it one day, but it is going to be a fun tour. Definitely. Yep. A must do. Yes.
Yep. So it's just a day trip over to the Biltmore and back. And again, when you are at the Biltmore and you walk on that back terrace, out behind is this huge, vast, like forest. So it should be hopefully a blaze of color out there. I know it has been in the past. We also announced our Lone Star Christmas. That is November 27th through the December 2nd of next year. We're heading to Grapevine, Texas, known as the Christmas capital of Texas. And I think, too, even Shello, after doing research, has found why they call it the Christmas capital. So millions of lights, lots of things to do. We are going to take a day trip from that one also on down to the silos in Waco. So we'll see Magnolia silos all lit up at Christmas and maybe have time to do a little
shopping.
Yeah. And on the way, I think it's on the way home.
I believe it is the Pioneer Women's Mercantile.
Yep. And a great meal there. That meal there is, again, one you come home talking about. So those are all the ones previously announced, but we have one more up our sleeve that I personally have finally got accomplished and have worked a long time on, and that is our autumn in New England for next year. We'll be hitting the New England states, so visiting Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. And those dates are November 20, oops, excuse me, wrong line, September 23rd through October 4th. Although that sounds very early in the season in Maine, the foliage comes to color much earlier, so we should hopefully be hitting some good peak colors there. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of information on that. We're going to let you scout out what we have posted below. Check out our website. Give us a call. We're happy to send out brochures. So anything you may need on any of that. So anything else you can think of?
If you have any questions about any tours that we have on the website, just make sure to just give us a call, and hopefully we can answer any questions that you might have.
Yep. And if we don't know the answer, we'll
find
find the
out.
answer. Exactly. So till next time, take care. Hope you have a wonderful day.